Any ideas what we need? Yeah, Mike. Okay, what do we do know this? How do we prove the first one? That these opposite sides, AB is congruent to CD. No, is it given that they're congruent? What do you need here? Just you want? Did everyone hear that? Can we draw a diagonal?
Yeah.
And what is that diagonal called?
Bisector.
Well, a bisector would provide two congruent angles. But what this is called in what kind of line? Auxiliary line. You draw an auxiliary line, and it gives us an idea what else is given here. It's given that what? Once you draw that diagonal, what do you see? And what have we been doing? We have been proving what? Okay. Let's understand. I need you to talk with the neighbor. Statements. Knowing that these two sides are parallel, how do we prove that line segment of side AB is congruent? Or BC is congruent to AD? Okay, so we get any volunteers. What's the first thing? What's number one? The given. Okay, what do we have given?
AB.
Okay.
Parallel to
Parallel to E.
BC is parallel to
C. And then what else do we know? Okay. This is given. Okay, number two. How do we prove that two triangles are? What ways do we prove or show that two triangles are? What ways? Yeah.
Because there are two congruent angles, or two congruent opposite angles, A and C. Because they're bisected, you could say that.
Did everybody see that? What he's saying is this would be 1, 2, 3, and what? 4. Leah.
Well, isn't angle 2 and angle 4 angle 1 and angle 3?
Okay, how are angle 2 and 4 congruent, class? Alternate. Angle 2 is congruent to angle 4. Angle 1 is congruent to angle 3, and that's alternate interior angle. Okay? What else do we know? Someone we haven't heard from. Yes, sir. Did everybody see what happens here? AC
is congruent to AC.
is congruent to A what?
AC.
C,
Because it's reflexive.
it is the reflective what? Reflexive property. We're not done yet. Number 4. Well, if that's the case, we have that,
We have side angle.
and then we have
Triangle
what do you see?
angle side angle.
The triangles are what? What triangles?
ABC.
Triangle
ABC.
ABC is congruent to ADC
Because of
Side
the
angle side
because of what?
angle.
Angle,
Side
side,
angle.
angle.
what?
Yeah.
Because of the corresponding angles on both sides, ABC, triangle ABC has to be congruent to CDA.
Yeah. Did everyone hear that?
Yeah.
Number 5. How do we know? And by the way, we're looking at the first property. All eyes up here, please. Leah.
Sorry.
All we're proving that opposite sides are congruent because we know that the triangles are congruent, and so we also know that BC is congruent to AD, and BA is congruent to what? CD. What else do you know? Look at the second property. Opposite angles are congruent. Can we stick that in there? That if you know these two triangles are congruent, what does that say about these two angles?
They're also congruent.
They are also congruent. And what is the reason, class? That it's C what? C, P, C, T, C. Who can tell me what that is? Corresponding, I want to hear the class. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles, angles are congruent. Excellent. I want you to turn your book. You need to go to your book once again. And I want you to do 5 through 8.
I got the A/A/.
168. And by the way, you can talk to a neighbor. Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually 3 through 5. I'm sorry. 3 through 5. Thank you. 3 through 5. Okay, how we doing? How's it going? Talk with a neighbor. Parallelograms, and we have 3 properties. Three through 5. Okay, can you look up here very quickly? Everyone, all eyes up here. Thank you. Let's talk a while. Now, we want to find, and they're asking us to find the value of X, Y, and what? Okay, who's got an idea? Let's start with X. Yes, what is X in number 3?
65.
6.
Corresponding angles.
X is 65 degrees. Is that okay, everybody? Comfortable with that? Okay, how do you know that?
Corresponding angles.
Corresponding angles, how do you know this is a? It's given. It's given because it's a what? Parallelogram. So this, of course, if that's a transversal, these would be what? Corresponding what? Angle. What about Y? Who's going with Y? Yeah, what is Y?
Y is 65 also.
Y is 65. Y. Opposite angles are what? They're drawing. Where did you get that from? Number 2. Everybody see that? He got that from number 2. Properties of parallelogram. One of the properties is that if you have a parallelogram, that the opposite angles are what? Excellent. Who's got a value for this? It's what? 100 and what? 15. How'd you get that? Okay, and how do you know that?
Because same sides are angles.
Same side, one way you look at it. Same side, what? These 2 lines are what? Parallel. This is the transversal. You can clearly see. This is the transversal. That these 2 angles And internal, same side, interior angle. Very good. Let's go to number 4. Some volunteers. Okay. What's X? X, everybody comfortable with that? X is what?
56.
56. How do you know that? One of the properties of parallelograms, the opposite side angles are what? Okay, how about Y? We got Y. Let's hear from someone I haven't heard from. Yeah.
Y is 39.
Y is what?
39.
39 degrees? Okay, how did you get that? Everybody comfortable with that? This is 56. What do you want to do? Once you know this angle, you can get what? This angle? Okay, and then how do you figure out why? Because they are alternate interior what? Angles. How about Z? 80 what? 85 by the same what? Alternate interior angle. Let's look at number 5 very quickly. Number 5. What's that? How'd you get 110? Everyone hear that? They are vertical what? Angle. This is 110. Okay? Who figured out why? Yeah.
Y is 70.
Y is 70, and how do you know that?
Because the diagonals bisect each other, so those sides, I'm not sure, the point in the middle and the point in the middle and B are congruent, those segments.
Okay, how many agree with that? Leah, you got something else?
Yeah, I got 40 because
Okay, Leah, everybody look up. Leah's gonna tell us how. It's not 70. But Leah's gonna tell us how it's 40. And how, Leah, how'd you get 40
okay,
here?
well, there's no angle name for it, but like if you put the middle point as E, so angle AEB, angle 70 because it's a straight line.
Yeah, she put an E here and AED.
No, AEB.
Oh, A what?
No, yeah, that's right. AEB.
AEB.
So that one has to be 70 because it's a straight line, and then the other one's 110.
Everybody get that?
And then 70 plus
This
70.
has to be what? 70.
Yeah. And then 70 plus 70 equals 140.
140. And then why? Because the sum of the interior angles of a triangle are what? One what? 80 degrees. Did everyone get that? That's why this is 40. What's this? So what? Okay, so what is Z? How do you figure out Z? Alternate interior, so this would be what? Okay, I want to look at this last property. Really, I just want to, and you know, since it's a theory, you should be able to, what? Prove it. But we're not going to go through the formal proof, but we're going to talk about it. Once you talk with the neighbors. Call this M. Everybody look at the last property of parallelograms. Okay, diagonals bisect each other. You know what the given are, right? Given is a parallelogram. A, B, C, D. That's given. You already know that. I want you to talk with a neighbor. How do we know that the diagonals bisect each other? Can you prove that CM is what?
Bisects BD.
One of the proofs? How do you know they bisect each other? Can you prove it? I just want to hear out from students. Instead of going through the statements and reasons, give me
Yes.
some idea. What have we been doing? Proving that what?
Parallelogram.
Everything builds on something else. And so we always want to go back to this idea of proving that triangles are what? Triangles are congruent. How would you go about that? I want to hear out. Yeah,
I would first mark all the angles that I know.
okay.
So the vertical angles.
The vertical angles, okay.
How about the alternate interior angles?
Alternate interior angles, you know that, because it's a, you know, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 very quickly, and you know that what? 2 and 3 are what? Congruent and, 1 and 4.
And also ADM.
Okay? You know those, I have to put 3 here and here. Okay?
And then also ADM.
Everybody see where he's going?
Yep.
And then at some point, you'll be able to show that these 2 line segments are what? Congruent. Which will tell you that that's the definition of what? Bisect. Very good. Very quickly, I want you to go to page 168. I want you to do 6 through 8. So we've proven these 3 properties. Talk with a neighbor, 6 through 8. Opposite sides are congruent, parallelogram, opposite angles are congruent, and the diagonals bisect one another. Okay, how we doing? I need to hear back from you. After talking with the neighbor, let's look up at 6. Is it a parallelogram? What do you think? Talk to me. Why? Because opposite angle? What do you see, Cora? Like that corresponding angle? What about here? What else do you see here?
Corresponding angle.
Corresponding angle? This was the transversal parallel lines. See the corresponding angles are what? Okay. And then over here, what do you see here? What do you see here because it's at 70?
Corresponding angles.
What can you figure out here? Corresponding angle? You know, this is corresponding angle here. Okay? Lines these have to be parallel and what? These have to be parallel. Is that 2 pairs? Okay? And then number 7. Is it a parallelogram? No, because what?
Opposite sides are not.
Okay, how about number 8? Very quickly, talk with me. Number 8, is it a parallelogram? Anybody want to debate with me? What? Leah? You don't know why?
There's not enough information.
Not enough information. Why, Mike? Is it possible that this side can... And that would make it a what? What figure is that? Just for a few moments, very quickly, I want to hand these out. I want you to quickly complete them to let Mr. Williams know what you learned. So pass those back. Put your name, date, and period on them. Everyone get one. Name, date, and period on them. I need them back, young man. Fill it out right now. What did you learn? Very quickly, not that difficult.
Parallel.
Okay, I want to know what you know individually. Now the time to talk with your neighbor. Could you pass them forward? Thank you.
Oh,
Who believes they got all 3 right?
Thank you. Have a good one. I know you're saying. No. You're right. It's killed.
It's just like,
Gotta turn it.
yeah. If you could flip it over.